So, I recently got back from my vacation from my day job, and I wanted to make this video to sort of update you all on what I have been doing doll-wise since then. So, after I tested out that doll afro hair transformation tutorial a couple videos ago, that's basically been all I've been doing the past week and a half, is all the dolls that I've had piled up that I have been meaning to have rerouted with um, natural, like an afro hairstyle. I've just kind of been doing it myself. And I have a couple dolls here that I want to show you today that I have been working on. So this is one that I'm actually super proud of that I did last week. And if you don't recognize her, her restyle isn't completed yet. I'm still working on a couple pieces, but this is the I don't remember, it's a Barbie fashionista and I don't remember what her exact number is, but she uses the summer head sculpt, and I have been meaning to restyle her for a very long time. And after I tested out that method and it was a success, I figured out it was finally time to work on this doll. And I really wanted to try to salvage her because, you know, I've always said I like it when Mattel uses head sculpts in unconventional and creative ways. And I really liked this release of Summer. Like, I liked that they released this head sculpt in the skin tone. It was disappointing, like the controversy behind this Barbie fashionista whenever she first came out. If you don't know, um, whenever this Barbie fashionista came out, there were a few people online that was saying that she looked really stereotypical. And I think it was really like multiple reasons, like a combination of things why people were upset about this doll. Was because, for one, she used a non-black head sculpt, like a Barbie head sculpt that didn't have prominent Afrocentric features. And then also she had this purple saran hair. Her hair was actually really nice quality, but she had purple hair, which I guess people thought was stereotypical. And she also used Mattel's um, darkest skin tone that they've ever made, which is June's skin tone. And also, she was on the curvy body. And I think that whole combination made people think that she looked a little bit like a Ratchet Ghetto stereotype. But I really wanted to save this doll. So I made a lot of changes to her. And one of those was I gave her this. I tried the afro hair method on her, and it worked. It worked really well, as you can see. It looks great. It looks like she was released like this. And her hair was saran instead of polypropylene, which is the first doll that I tried it on. And I took Doll Junk's advice and I left her in the boiling hot water until it cooled down completely. And this sash keeps falling off of her. I'm probably going to put some sticky tack on it or something. But I let it sit in there until it cooled down, and it worked. The method worked. So I've tried it on polypropylene and saran. I think it's safe to say that this method probably works on any Barbie hair type or doll hair type in general. And then, of course, as you can see, I repainted her lips. I repainted her lips to be this dark purplish blue color, which I think is a lot more appropriate. That's another thing people didn't like, was her light pink lips looked kind of weird, made her look a little bit like a gollywog. And I I think that this lipstick color looks a lot better on her personally. Um, and as you can see, I started restyling her as well. I'm definitely going for like a monochrome dark purple um, restyle. See, I used this dress that Doll Junk gave me, this Spice Girls dress, and then this top from the Barbie vanity set. I layered it on top. I made this ribbon belt for her, and then I thrifted. I'm not sure what this is from, but I thrifted this sash and it looks so cute with the outfit. And I think I'm gonna tighten these Britney Spears doll stockings to fit this body type so they don't keep slipping off. Oh, and I also repainted her nails a dark purple color, which you can barely see. But I was creating this doll, and you know what? I was thinking about how it was so cool how this doll went from like a doll that I had just shoved over in a corner that I honestly didn't want to look at because I regretted not working on her for so long. She went from a doll that was just over there rotting in a corner of my bedroom for a year and a half to a doll that I'm really proud of and that I love, and she looks so beautiful now. I mean, I don't think I really had to give her this hair texture, but I love her with it. I think it looks very beautiful, and I think it's fitting with the like sort of flower theme that I'm giving for her. And something else that I was really thinking about whenever I was working on her was how awesome it is to be a modern Barbie collector. Like, we have really created our own unique way to collect dolls. I mean, granted, you could do this with any fashion doll line, but what I'm trying to say is modern Barbie collectors, like, it's so fun because, like, you get to sort of build your own doll like it's a Gundam or something. Like, I you get to pick the head. You got like so many decades worth of head sculpts to choose from, so many releases of Barbie. You've got so many different body types. Like, no other doll line has as many options for customization as Barbie does. Me putting in the time to customize and restyle this doll makes her so much more personal to me. Like, I feel more attached to my dolls whenever I um, put this much work and thought into them, like building the outfit together, repainting her lips and nails, restyling her hair, like doing all that. Just, it adds to the fun. You know, I'm a really creative person, and this part of doll collecting is what I value. And different collectors have different definitions of the word value and the word quality. Like, there are some collectors out there who, if the doll isn't ready to be put on display, like you can pop it out of the box and immediately put it on display, then there's no value to that doll at all. And that's not at all how I operate. That's not at all how a lot of Barbie collectors operate. We see in these dolls potential. In order to really enjoy collecting modern Barbie, you have to be a creative person. And there are a lot of doll collectors out there that aren't creative people, and it really shows. Now, the title of this video is probably going to be super clickbait, and I'm not trying to say that this way of collecting is gospel or it's the right way to collect fashion dolls. I mean, the right thing to do is to not be a collector. But I just wanted to say, I mean, it's so cool to be a modern Barbie collector because we can take these $8 Barbie fashionistas and transform them into something completely different now. It's so awesome. But y'all will have to tell me, what do you think of Summer's restyle so far? I'm loving it. I think she looks so cool, and I can't wait to finish her up. And I also did another hair texture transformation recently, and it's actually on another Summer doll. I didn't even mean for that to be the case, but I don't know. It's summer, so I'm customizing summer Barbies. Um, so I recently worked on this Barbie fashionista who doesn't have pants. Her pants are coming in the mail tomorrow. But I was also working on this Barbie fashionista. This is the lighter skinned Barbie fashionista with vitiligo, and you can see she had polypropylene hair. I think in the original review of her, I said she had saran. It's polypropylene, awful quality hair. But I figured that since her hair quality it being straight was already terrible. I mean, I might as well give her an afro and make her look sort of biracial. I mean, this is a biracial doll to me. And I also gave her this afro hair texture and it looks so great. I don't have another doll with an afro with this light brown hair color. And she is so beautiful. I love her so much more now. And I just had to give her some hoop earrings. Something about hoops and afros. I don't know. They go together really well. Um, but I also put her on a curvy made to move body. She originally was curvy, so I try to keep her curvy. I have her on the dancer, and I also, as you can see, I painted on some vitiligo patches onto her arms. I painted her nails green, also some lighter patches of skin from her vitiligo on her legs as well. She didn't have that on the original Fashionista, but I just was like, why not? And she has asymmetrical vitiligo, by the way, which is a real thing. I know that a lot of times whenever people have vitiligo, it's like symmetrical in their body, but not always. That's not always the case. So she has asymmetrical vitiligo, and as you can see from her shirt, I'm going to be sort of playing off of her eye color. She's got these beautiful green eyes, and I'm going to sort of give her a green, blue, brown color scheme, maybe some gold. And this Mycene shirt, I forget what particular doll it's from, but I thrifted it a while back. And it had this really weird ruffle going across the top. I don't know if like in the early 2000s they actually had shirts that were like that, but I cut it off because it looked ugly. Like it just looked bad. I mean, some trends that they don't really need to come back. And that's one of them. It was weird. I don't know why it was like that, but I like the top. I like it on her, and I think it matches her eyes very well. I didn't mean for both of these dolls to have these summer head sculpts. That just kind of happened by accident. I don't know why. And, you know, I was thinking, like, I don't really even have any summers on display in my collection yet. So now I have two. And I am so proud of them, and I can't wait to finish their restyles. There's a third one that I'm working on that is not complete yet, but I really wanted a doll with a ginger fro, and I don't have any dolls in my collection that actually I don't know that I have any on display that are ginger at all. But as you can see, she's not finished yet. So she's still drying. So this is a really, really old Barbie fashionista from, I think, like 2018. And she is the light skin Asha, the Asha head sculpt Barbie fashionista. She was originally tall, but I don't know. I really wanted to make her petite. I've been trying not to make every single new Barbie I'm adding to my collection be petite. I love the petite body though, because there's so many um, clothes that can fit it that don't fit my other size Barbies. But yeah, I thought it would be really cool if the Asha head sculpt, like I see this, most of the dolls in my collection are mixed, but this head sculpt in particular, because she was made for the Shawnee doll line, I see it and I can't help but think this doll is at least part black because she was originally from the Shawnee doll line, which was an all black Barbie doll line. So I mean, if she was a real person, and this is the story I'm making up for her, and if you have this doll and you're like, I don't see her like that, that's fine. But because she uses the Shawnee head sculpt, I see her as like being part black, part white. She's mixed, and she's got blue hot eyes and a lighter skin tone. And I'm gonna give her a ginger afro, and she is going to look beautiful. The only downside about her is that, unfortunately, this was before I started collecting Barbie, so I wasn't able to actually pick her out. I wish I could have, though. Um, so unfortunately, I thrifted mine. She's got wonk eye, and you can't tell because her hair's covering it. And that's kind of the plan, is that once I have the afro completed, I'm going to partially cover one of her eyes so that it doesn't expose the wonk eye. It's not too bad. I don't know. I'm really picky whenever it comes to facial screening symmetry on my Barbie dolls. But she is going to look beautiful, and I am definitely going to be restyling her in a monochromatic blue fit to match her red hair and call back to her blue eyes. Now that was going to be it for today's video, but I went to McKay's today because I go to McKay's every day just in case. And I found a lot of really cool dolls for really good prices, and I just wanted to show them here today. Not sure if I'm going to be keeping all of these dolls or not. I might give some of them away to friends. So yesterday I found these two reproduction Barbies. They're reproductions of vintage dolls. I believe they're collector dolls. And I had no intention to add these to my collection. But I found them there yesterday for only $4 each. I know these dolls sell for a lot more than that. I'm not sure what the secondhand price is on eBay. I don't collect dolls for value, so like I didn't even look. I know they cost more usually. Um, so I picked them up because if I didn't pick them up, then a reseller would. Okay, I used to think like, okay, I'll leave it for another collector, but usually it ends up on the Facebook Marketplace for like 5 times the price. So might as well pick it up at this point. I know I hate it. I hate it. I wish I could be just like, all right, I'll leave it for somebody else that actually wants it. But you know, there are like tons of videos online now that are like how to make money reselling fashion dolls. Like, this is how much you can make on this particular Barbie or this Bratz doll or this vintage doll that is no longer being made. And it's just making it so much harder to thrift dolls for people. I'm not going to be whining here because I know I have a lot of great thrifting opportunities, but for people who are like in rural areas, I live in the city now, but like people who are in rural areas, like they only have like one or two thrift stores around them and they already don't have dolls. So now the thrift store is getting these dolls in, and instead of putting them on sale for a couple bucks, they're like listing them on eBay or something, or you have a bunch of scalpers coming in and flipping these dolls online, which I'm not saying it's a bad thing inherently. I know, you know, sometimes sometimes you just need the money and you got to do whatever, but it just sucks. It sucks for people who like to thrift that now it's becoming harder because people are figuring out, hey, these dolls are sometimes worth something. But I got these two reproduction Barbies for a really great price. So this first one, I don't particularly know. I know it's a Francie. It's a Francie doll. That is a reproduction. It's not an original. I can tell just by how good quality she is, like good condition. And I don't have a doll in my collection with the Francie head sculpt actually, but I don't know what it is. It's just I don't like the rooted eyelashes, I'm gonna be honest. And also I kind of want a Francie with like a more updated facial screening to add to my collection. So I'm probably not gonna be keeping this girl. She's beautiful though. She's very beautiful. She's got very nice quality Saran. Actually, this is Kanekalon. I believe this is Kanekalon. Brown hair, a very beautiful face. You can barely see her eyes because of her eyelashes, but um, I might use these two reproduction Barbies as fashion packs. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. Or I might just sell them or give them away as they are. I really like her outfit though. I love this very cute green and blue sweater that she has. It it has snaps in the back. Like I said, these are collector dolls. She also has a green skirt and some stockings that match the sweater, and then a little hat. Like I'm not sure, like a winter hat, maybe. I'm guessing this is like a fall doll or something. Um, But yeah, this isn't a particular doll that I exactly wanted, you know. So one of my friends might end up with her. I'm not sure, but she's still cute, and she even has her tag and everything. Like this was a crazy find, but you know, I found a lot of really good thrift store dolls in the past. I fully acknowledge that. I have really good luck whenever it comes to thrift stores. That or I just go every day, which that's probably the case. Is I just go thrifting way too often. Um, but I also found this doll. I have no idea who this is, but she's got the twist and turn head sculpt, and that's another head sculpt apart from the modern circle Melody doll. I don't have any twist and turn Barbie head sculpts in my collection, but she is very cute. She's got the basically the same screening that the rest of the twist and turn Barbies have. Um, but the main reason why I couldn't leave her there is because her outfit's so cool. Her outfit's very nice quality. I love this fuzzy yellow jacket that she has, and this oh, it's actually long sleeve. So it's a long sleeve dress she has on underneath with a real chain belt. It's probably, I mean, it's like gold plated, I'm pretty sure. And it's cool that the inside of the coat actually has the same pattern as her dress. I really love these yellow stockings that she had. If I give this doll away to somebody, I'm at least gonna keep the stockings. Because I don't have a whole lot of yellow doll clothes. Um, so I'll definitely want to keep those. I love the metallic gold buttons too on her dress. And I also love her red boots that she has on. But she is a beautiful doll and such a great find. One thing I did want to say though is, are her bangs supposed to be this crooked? Like, is that a manufacturing defect, or are they supposed to be like that? Like, you see, they're really like slanted. I don't know like if that is supposed to be like that or not. But I also went back today and they, you know, they put new dolls out all the time, like every single day. So that's why I'm like, if I don't go a particular day, I'm in my head, I'm like, what am I missing out on? Like, and a lot of times it's nothing. But I did see a couple more dolls there today that I just had to get. So this is one of them, and I just got her for the outfit, honestly, because it's just a basic Generation Girl Barbie. But she came with these really cool blue bell-bottom pants. They have an almost like tie-dye, like water look to them. They're so cool. So early 2000s, and her top is really cool. She's got this like holographic blue crop top with this darker blue decal on the front. So beautiful. So I got her for the outfits. And also, I picked up this Barbie doll, not for myself, but I picked her up for Doll Junk if he still wants her. But I got this old Mulan doll with the closed mouth version, because there was an open mouth sculpt and a closed mouth sculpt. This is the closed mouth sculpt. And I know that for a while he was asking for this head sculpt for, I know that at one point he wanted to redo the one of a kind Barbie Swan Lake Odile doll that Mattel made back in the early 2000s to promote the Barbie of Swan Lake movie. Mattel made a one-of-a-kind Barbie doll of the Odile character from Barbie of Swan Lake back then, just for promotional material. I think it's really sad that Mattel had never did dolls of the villain characters, so that would be so cool for them to do, like, I don't know, maybe like a made-to-order uh, Barbie villain set, or at least just Odile, because she's such an iconic Barbie villain, one of the first Barbie villains in the Barbie cinematic universe. And they did that one custom doll using a Mulan head sculpt, because you know back then Mattel had the rights for Disney, so a lot of the custom dolls that they made for just pictures, like promotional images, use Disney parts, and the Odile doll that they made used a old school Mulan head. So that's what this is for. That's why I got this. Just in case he still wants to do that custom. I have a lot of stuff I need to send him still. Hopefully he doesn't want the jewelry because I kind of want this jade necklace. Now the last doll that I have to look at today is very exciting. I found her today and I couldn't believe it. Like I hung on to her so tight because I was afraid. There were a couple people there that came up behind me that wanted to look at the dolls as well. Right after I found her, and I was like, I found her first, girl. I'm sorry. Like it's just I was so happy. Oh, she's nasty. Oh my God, she is so dirty. But it's such a beautiful doll. Look, I found a vintage Fashion Fever Drew Barbie at McKay's today for only $4. She was only $4, and I was so excited to find her there today because I don't have a Barbie of this character. That she was only really used for Barbie Fashion Fever that I know of. And I also don't have a doll in my collection with the Laura sculpt on display. But I found this vintage Fashion Fever, well, she's 2000s, I guess that's vintage. Drew doll there. She's got such a cool screening. I love her eyes, her icy blue eyes with her red hair. So beautiful. And I was so happy to find her there today. I was just talking about needing more redheads. So here's another one for the collection. See, because I went yesterday, so I almost didn't go today. If I went tomorrow, I guarantee she wouldn't have been there. So I'm happy. I'm happy that I ended up going today so that I could find her. And this is a doll that I will actually be putting on display because I've been looking at her online for a long time. And this is one of the fashionistas that I would, or I'm sorry, Fashion Fever dolls that I would have bought online eventually. But no, I don't have to. Here she is. She came to me. It was meant that I had this doll, I guess. It was fate. Also, my friend Chris had made a comment about back in the day, apparently a lot of people were buying this Barbie Fashion Fever doll just for her top, her monkey top. I don't know why it's got a monkey on it, but apparently a lot of people liked this top at one point in time. Maybe because back then they had that, that Paul Frank brand that had like a monkey as their icon, and this sort of looked like it. Maybe it looks like, I'm not sure if this is a second shirt. Oh no, okay. So this is sewn on underneath the red monkey shirt. This long sleeve flower shirt is sewn on underneath, and she also has a denim skirt. I'm not sure if this is her original skirt or not. Like, I'm not sure exactly what particular Fashion Fever Drew this is, but she's got this really cute denim skirt with this star belt buckle. That's really cool. That's really cool. It's crazy that back then Playline Barbie dolls, because these were like, what, $7 back then, that Playline Barbie dolls had belt buckles, because you can't beg for that now. And it's got really cool stitched detailing on the denim. Like you can see like the little pocket at the top that's stitched on. I appreciate that. And they're frayed at the bottom, but it's hemmed to stop it from fraying too much. And the other outfit, it's a Fashion Fever doll, so her outfit is really cool as well. I'm probably going to be restyling her and maybe repainting her lips. As much as I love these hot pink lips, I just feel like they take away from her beautiful eyes. So I'm probably going to give her a more neutral lipstick color. But yeah, this is probably my favorite find from the past couple of days. But really, apart from that, they hadn't put out many dolls because I was on vacation for like a week and a half, and I was really surprised by the lack of new stuff there, because they put out new stuff all the time, and like After a week, you'd think they'd have new stuff, but like I said, I mean, they'll restock the action figures all day, but like whenever it comes to the dolls, they'd rather them be rotting in the back of the store than be out to where people could buy them. Just saying. But that is it for today's video, and I am so happy to be back onto YouTube. I have so many videos planned to film this week. But as always, if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel if you enjoy these videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.